one of the challenges that I always have when the context of budgeting are there are certain activities that you take on because you know they perform cleanly with the dashboard, right? They're going
Mhm.
to show the business that I'm showing the ROI, the dashboard's going to go green. When the leadership team creates a slide for the board, it looks like the events have a direct impact, right? But there's also within the mix, I do have to reserve budget for those things that are right for the business that I know are strategically correct, that will help us progress opportunities. But due to the nature of the way either that event works or the way that data might flow or just the volume of people, some executive programs, you might be doing a dinner with only 10 people.
Mhm.
That's the odds of that moving the needle huge is it's hard. You have to be really precise with every action against every individual, but it's still worthwhile for the investment. It does help the opportunity sale. It develops trust with the sale leadership because they are now getting access to the senior decision makers within an account. But then you balance how much you can do that kind of activity, because if you only do that kind of activity, you're going to be seen as a very expensive channel and you're not going to show that dashboard green. So you have to balance off the mix of like, all right, this is what's going to make things green versus here's the other activities that I know will add value. And then there's also there are requests that come in from leaders or other departments or other stakeholders that are like, okay, in order to maintain that relationship or build that relationship, I'll find funding for that activity. But I know it's not necessarily gonna show the return in the same way that some of the other activities that I do, but then you have to have enough of that budget within your scheme, but not at the same time, you need to say no to certain activities, but you have to find that right balance.